lineup so B.J. Armstrong can come off the bench where he's more effective.
I believe that, and you know what? It's not anything that anybody has told me. This is my own opinion because I just think that they feel more stable there with John Paxson being with the starting lineup, finding his spots when Michael and Scottie Pippen penetrate, bringing B.J. off to stabilize that second unit, give them some scoring and some creativity off the bench. We know what the record has been the last 2 years with that kind of lineup.
111-99, Bulls, 10 seconds to play. Portland led it by 2 at the half.
Well, they're not going to score 100.
13 rebounds for Michael Jordan tonight to go with his 38 points. And the Bulls are happy to be back home. 111-99 in the first rematch of the two teams who played for the championship last summer.
And now, the NBA postgame show. Chicago's victory enabled them to slip into first place ahead of Milwaukee. A half game in the standings separates the next 4 teams in the hunt. Milwaukee traveled to New York, where apparently everyone was having a ball at the matinee. Greg Anthony spots Charles Smith inside with a pretty pass as the Knicks jump out to a 33-21 lead. In the second quarter, John Starks displays some of New York's league-leading defense. At the other end, he penetrates, then dishes over his head to Anthony Mason for 2 of his 25 points. One bright spot for Milwaukee was the play of rookie Todd Day. Here he gets the return feed and takes it to the hole. He finished with 19. But this game was never close, as the Knicks continued to execute, and in so doing, secured their hold on first place in the Atlantic Division with a 111-98 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks. That Atlantic Division race is shaping up to be a 3-team fight with the Knicks, the New Jersey Nets, and the young Orlando Magic all vying for the top spot. The Nets are the NBA's hottest team and got Miami coach Kevin Loughery's attention when they came to town. Second-year pro Kenny Anderson continues to blossom and displays a strong move through traffic here. Miami's Glenn Rice gets out ahead of the field and hammers home 2 of his game-high 35 points. Anderson displays some of his playground instincts on the break, with a circus flip to Chris Morris for the slam as the Nets lead by 1 after 3. Ronnie Cycli gets 2 on a dunk here to contribute to his 20 points and 13 rebounds performance. But Drazen Petrovic seals the win for the Nets with his 3rd three-pointer as New Jersey prevails 111-104 for their 6th consecutive victory. Portland's tied with Seattle for the lead in the Pacific, despite injuries to both Jerome Kersey and Clyde Drexler. The NBA's most hotly contested divisional race has 5 clubs playing at or above the lofty 600 mark. Golden State's floundering, and Don Nelson was braced for the Oakland debut of Shaquille O'Neal. In the first quarter, Tim Hardaway picks Scott Skiles' pocket and scampers the length of the floor for a pair. This Hardaway snap pass on the run to rookie Latrell Sprewell helps Golden State to a 69-57 lead at the end of the half. O'Neal had a quiet night by his standard, but still amassed 17 points to go with 17 rebounds. Another first-year player, Byron Houston, shows plenty of savvy as he fights his way between 3 defenders to convert this offensive rebound. Chris Mullin was a force as usual, and this jumper fell en route to a 31-point game as Golden State rolled to a 15-point victory. The Utah Jazz are threatening to run away with a Midwest crowd and are currently on a 4-game winning streak. The Houston Rockets are the only other squad in the division that's playing consistent basketball. First-year coach Jerry Tarkanian still looking for answers as the San Antonio Spurs met the Hawks. In the opening stanza, Dominique Wilkins' no-look pass sends Kevin Willis in for a monster slam. Stacey Augmon is fearless as he drives to the goal and throws a left-handed crank in the face of Mr. Robinson. Vinny Del Negro bombs from the outside for 3, but the Spurs trail by 11 at the half. Wilkins seizes the offensive rebound and powers it home for 2 of his game-high 44 points. Antoine Carr led the way for San Antonio. This spike over John Koncak helped him to a 22 points and 11 rebounds effort. Kevin Willis shows his 3-point form here as a 7-footer racked up 34 points and 19 rebounds. The Hawks continue the Spurs' woes by the score of 113-105. And now, a recap of the later